good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge and 5 more best bets for the night in sports. And you know, if you watch this show every single day, that we are working through our issues, right? But last night, my man listened to me, went 3 out of 4, but bigger than that, I've been telling you for weeks, no, months, that we need to expand the roster, that we need people to make us look better in this space, and we need nice people to be on the show. I've covered all of those bases. Let's bring in the stars of the show, because today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new face, a brand new name. And look who it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Grace Remington is here from 24/7 Sports, SportsLine CBS, all of it. Grace, welcome to Early Edge and 5. How are you?
Woo! I'm doing great. I've been a fan of the show for a while. I feel like it's been a long time coming, Coach. Everyone here knows Coach is the best. Alan Bell is the best. They're the ones who got me here. They're always so encouraging. So happy to be here and ready to pick some winners.
Wait a second. That felt like respectful to me, which is something on this show never happens. So thank you, Grace. Yeah, look at EC shaking his head. Speculator shaking his head. By the way, EC, did you feel good? I didn't even get a thank you tweet last night saying, thank you, Coach, for telling me how to properly bet now. Where was it?
No, I wanted to parlay. You thought better of it and decided I was going to just take a night off from parlays. We did okay. 3-1 was okay. Tonight is a 4-0 night. No parlays.
I'm not a math major speculator like you are, but I would think 3-1 over missing would be a better story. Do you not think so?
75% a good hit rate.
100 or bust.
Oh my God. That is the dumbest sports betting moniker I've ever heard. Oh, no. I don't want to go 6-2. I'd rather go 0-10. It's so stupid. All right, let's get into it. Our board for the day. And of course, we got a busy board from the morning. Grace, since this is your first time here, normally this is the speculator spot. But he called me earlier. He said, you know what? I want to make her feel welcome. I would like her to have my spot today because that's who he is. So if you don't mind, I know, let me check my notes. Oh, you didn't bring one to the table. You brought 2. The floor is yours. Start us off.
Thank you. Well, thanks, Spec. Thanks, Coach. Yeah, feeling generous today. I got 2 bets in the NBA. I'm going to start with the Bulls Pacers, taking the Bulls first quarter money line. We're getting lucky here because we have a team that starts games really well and a team that doesn't. Complete opposites, and we're getting it at plus money odds. Chicago, actually, it might be hard to believe, but they get off to good starts in games, going 34-21-2 against the spread in the first quarter, and they're even better recently, going 7-2-1 against the spread. Indiana ranks dead last in the association. Another note here, the first quarter spread has sat around half a point all day at minus odds. So the money line at plus 105, plus 110, we're basically getting free money here. Second bet, going to Jazz Grizzlies, and I'm taking the Grizzlies to cover in the first half, laying 5.5 points. The Grizzlies are the 4th best first half team in the NBA. Jazz are about middle of the pack, but when you look at their last 3 games, the differential is exactly 5 points. So it lines up pretty well with this number. But I want to go a little deeper here, looking at the intangibles. This is Utah's last game before the All-Star break, which is being played on their home court later this week. They're number 10 in the Western Conference standings, not playing to win it like the Grizzlies are. So the Jazz, they probably have their luggage packed at this point. They're just ready to go on vacation to hopefully somewhere that's not Utah. But when you look at this matchup on the court too, Memphis, one of the best transition teams in the NBA. Utah, one of the worst in defending teams in transition. So I like that too. I think Memphis is going to run them off the court tonight.
My heart is full. Now, I want to make sure that I quoted you correctly. You said the Bulls are a team that start off well and then kind of taper off, correct? That's what you said?
Well, considering their body of work for the year, it might be surprising to see how they start games.
But that's what you said, correct?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about EC's dates. That's what I thought. I was like, they start off and they don't even last past 10. It's embarrassing.
Hold on a second. You always want you want to leave them wanting more, Coach.
Oh,
Dude.
They don't even call him back.
easy.
Did you see what they're writing in the chat? They're in love
No.
already. Jairi says, I love Grace. Oh,
Aw,
up in
thank
the
you.
yeah. See, they love you here. We want to. I told you, did I not tell you? We want you every day. We want you as much as we can get you.
You guys are the best. Can you just follow? I need a hype man. Can you just follow me around all day, hype me up like this? And then I'll return the favor, obviously.
Yeah,
Great.
EC will show up and do that. Don't just throw it out there. And
Okay.
He will show up and do it. All right, Specty, you were very kind, very much the gentleman. But now I know. When I look down at this, it kind of plays into Grace's play. Synergy. What do you got?
Yeah, I really like what she's thinking with that Memphis Grizzlies play. And that's why we're going Ja Morant over 28.5 points at -113. Morant's averaging 27.5 points this year. So we're asking him to have a slightly above average night. But here's why he's going to do that. The Jazz allow the third most points to point guards in the league at 26.5. The last time they played, Morant had 37 and got to the free throw line often. He had the third most free throw attempts of any game this season at 15. And to add it all on top, Morant's primary defender tonight will be Colin Sexton, and his individual defensive rating is 120. That's the second worst on the team of anyone who plays 10 minutes or more for the Jazz. It's going to be a good night for Ja Morant. All the data is pointing that way.
Damn right. Lead data scientist for a reason. Educate and entertain. Educate and entertain. Now, I'm having a little issue. Grace, I was not aware that your brother was in the chat today.
Oh, no.
Because a guy named Jake says she needs to be the host.
Thanks, Jake. I think Coach is pretty cool, though.
It's okay, Grace.
I'm not trying to lose my job on the first day.
It's all right. I mean, I block people all the time. I block people all the time. It's okay. I don't care if it's family members. I will still block it. We also have a rule here on Early Edge and 5, Grace, that if you have the best day, you get the maestro spot, which is the last spot on the show. So if you go 2-0, then you'll be in the last spot the next time you're on, hopefully tomorrow. So I will go next. If you're going to cash with the coach tonight, these are the two plays that you're going to go with. This first one's just a gut play because I watched the Celtics lay it all on the line last night without 4 of their best players. All of them. They took the Bucks to overtime. So tonight, Pistons, Celtics, we're going under 226. They're going to be gassed. They had to travel back from Milwaukee. They just want to win. That's all they care about. This one's going to be like 98-90. It's going to be ugly. Don't watch it. Just cash it. Then Cavaliers, Sixers over 216.5. Let me check my notes. So this is just the Cavs side. Their last several games, 117, 118, 113, 114, 122, 128. They're doing their part. So unlike EC on Valentine's Day, the Sixers, they have a really nice dance partner tonight. They really do because they'll play to the pace of their opponent. So it's a low total, 216.5. Let's cash it. All right, I promise. No more Valentine's Day jokes. I promise I will let it go, and I will move on. But EC, all kidding aside, you had a great day yesterday. Now, hell of a sweat, Providence. Worst late game I've ever seen. They still won. Wisconsin, Michigan was horrendous at the end of the game. Both of those played into your favor. So you've earned it today. You've earned it. Floor is yours, sir.
Well, thank you, Coach. And Wisconsin, by the way, didn't make a field goal, I believe, in the last 10 minutes and still found a way to win the game. Somehow you won't see that very often in basketball history, but we'll take it and go for 3-1. So that was nice. We're going to go at least 3-1, probably 4-0 tonight. We've got some, what do they call them, EC moments? I got 2 EC moments among these 4 plays. The first one I saw, this is East Carolina plus 9.5 against Cincinnati. Now, I looked at this line. I'm like, Cincinnati's not very good on the road. So I checked it out. They're 3-4 on the road, and they've only won one of those 7 road games by double digits. They did beat East Carolina by 28 at home in January, but I just have a feeling that Cincinnati not great on the road. East Carolina 8-5 against the spread at home. They've lost 7 of 9, but I don't think they're going to lose this game by double digits. So I'm rolling with East Carolina as the first play. Then, I bet on that. I believe this is my 29th Early Edge in 5 show, and I've never given out an under until now. AB, since you're producing, I thought I would throw this one out there. Alabama, Tennessee under 148. AB's a Tennessee guy. And I'm like, this line is terrible. Like, it's a terrible, terrible line. These two teams combined give up 125 a game. How is the over-under 148? The last 16 times that these two teams have played have gone way under this number. What am I missing? Tennessee's supposed to be able to play defense. This game is not even hitting 140. I'm telling you that. This is an EC moment number 1. EC moment number 2, Mercer and Wofford over 137.5. Don't ask me why, but I know, seriously. The first game was 53-52 with a total of 135.5, but the over-under now is 137.5. So somebody knows something. Wofford averages 75 a game, and their last 4 at home total, the average total was 170, and they're 8-3 to the over at home. So that is the EC moment number 2. I really love the under and then the over there. And I also like this one. Don't ask me what conference they're from. Don't ask me where these schools are. I think they're in the South somewhere. Winthrop and Gardner-Webb over 134. Now, Winthrop is 9-6 to the over on the road. Gardner-Webb 7-2 to the over at home. Both teams average 70-plus per game. They played each other in January. It was 63-61 Gardner-Webb win, so it went under. But 8 of Winthrop's last 9 have gone over this number. So I think we have a 4-0 day definitely on the line here.
You might have a 4-0 day, but we've got an issue. We have a big-time issue. Now, There's many in the chat that are taking shots. There's some saying, hey, we're still hashtag Cohen heads, all of that. But you know that I made a promise to a young man named Josh. And I said, Josh, you can come on the show and make a pick until you miss. He has not missed yet. So what do you think his pick is today? So we got the donkey butt under tonight. Josh, why did you say he was looking at your Twitter? Because I thought he took one of your picks, which ruins my entire lines right now. You're ruining my flow. So here's what Josh is going to play today. I thought you stole one of his picks.
No.
That's what he was saying.
I don't steal picks. I don't. I swear. I will say this. Now, I didn't even look at M Squared's model, but M Squared's model is really good. So every now and then I'll take a look. I don't even know what he picked for my 3 games tonight. Seriously.
You don't even know where the schools are located that you make the
no,
picks.
No
so
clue.
Let's please stop with that. All right. So the donkey butt under tonight from Josh, who is unbeaten in like 3 straight days. UC Davis, C-Sun under the 136.5, and a bonus. Why would you write it that way? Binghamton under 132.5. I mistakenly drove through Binghamton, New York one time, and it took about 2 minutes. I can't even believe they have a college there.
All right. So first up, I had to interrupt your flow because my man Josh interrupted your flow. All right. So 1, yes. Josh, already well done on that one. 2, real quick. So we have some questions in the chat. All right.
Okay.
When UFC Capper being introduced again? Well, got some good news for you. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, morning show, check in. Also, EC, yeah, they're riding you in the chat. It's hilarious.
They are writing you in the chat. There's 2 things that they're typing in the chat overwhelmingly. They want Grace every day. That's obvious. And then they just want to come at you for a lot of reasons.
Bring it. I win for the people. That's what I do. I win for the people.
Man, Coach, I'm not feeling the love, I guess, in the chat, huh?
No, I guess no. Spector, you're just here for the ride today, big boy. You're just
a genius.
Just here to catch.
So we got brains with Grace. We have genius vibes with you, and then you got to have that third child that's always the outlier.
Hey, we got Sia. We have Sia in the chat. Look at Sia.
Oh, the counselor. What is it for 29th early edge? That's the other thing I was going to say. You're the only person that counts their appearances on this show. You know how many? If I counted my appearances, it'd be like 1,364.
Coach, I have a spreadsheet of every game that I picked. And every record that I have, I can tell you exactly where I stand. And so I can tell you which shows I've been on, which sports I do well in. College basketball, we're crushing it.
As a data scientist, I support that.
Thank you.
You guys are like frickin' frack. Grace, will you please come back? Because this is
I'm starting to understand what EC moments are.
Thank you. Thank you.
It didn't take long.
Right? See, I said brains. It didn't take her long. By the way, you completely misused what EC Moments is.
Oh,
you
no.
completely misused it. Not you, him.
Okay,
him,
good.
Not you. You did nothing wrong. It's him. It's always him. All right. An EC moment is when you have a game that's a lock that you think is a lock, and at the last minute it doesn't hit. You can't call an EC moment before the game actually hits.
Oh, you're right. It's true. That's a good point.
Of course.
Those are my two locks, though.
Oh, my God. Please grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of AB on the ones and the twos. Speculator, his one big play of the day. You know how he operates. Ja Morant going to go off tonight. Over 28.5 points, minus 113. Then EC, 4 big plays. None of them are EC moments yet. East Carolina plus 9.5. Alabama, Tennessee. We're going under. What? 148. Then Mercer Wofford over 137.5. Winthrop Gardner Webb over 134. Then Grace. And by the way, we're running another contest. If you want to participate, we need to come up with whatever the nickname is going to be for Grace. If you come up with it, you win $100. Cold hard cash, no strings attached. She's going to go Bulls first quarter money line plus 110. You heard all the take. It's just like EC's dating life. They start fast, it tails off. Then Grizzlies first half minus 5.5. Then if you're going to cash with me, you're going to do it the Pistons Celtics under 226. It's going to be an ugly, ugly game. Don't watch it, just cash it. Cavaliers Sixers over 216.5 as well. All right, all kidding aside, did you have a good time, Grace? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Hopefully our betting records are better than EC's dating record tomorrow.
She already gets it.
Oh, she already
There's so many layups on this show, guys. I can't even lie. Like,
and we want
you
you to
don't
take
know
every
what
one. We want you to take every one. Yeah, we're not above the layups. Trust me. What a great. I told you we've been looking, and I'm so excited to have her on. All right. Remember, we're here every single day, 2 times a day, 10 a.m. Eastern time, and also 4 p.m. in the afternoon. If you haven't watched our new golf show, The Early Wedge, it is in your feed live right now. I encourage you, take a look at it. The Counselor. Oh, and EC makes an appearance this week. 2 weeks in a row for my man on The Early Wedge. You want to watch that show to get ready for the second elevated event in a row on the PGA Tour. But all that being said, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these in-5 tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, love them all. EC, the Speculator. What's her nickname going to be? Grace? No. And AB on the ones and the twos. I am the coach. Tell all your friends you want to have a good time. You want to laugh a little bit. You want to learn and be included. What do I always say? We grind for you so we can win with you. Right here at the Early Edge, where sometimes, yes, sometimes we do it in 5. Good luck.